All right, guys, we are back in episode 4, and unfortunately, I have bad news, but a little bit of good news to go with that. Um, as you can see, I already did this week's worth of recruiting, so uh, immediately you're gonna see why I said we had bad news. Brian Hook verbally committed to USC. I have no idea how. They were further up in interest than we were, but we had the visit against Fresno State, and we won that game actually. So I thought that would be enough to sway him. And we had the deal breaker in our favor. But again, this is a verbal commit, so maybe USC loses some games and we gain some traction on that, and he decommits. Uh, that's the only way we can get him. But it's super unfortunate because now it changes the entire dynamic of how we go further with the scouting. So I went ahead and shift some points around here. Um, we're keeping the 50 on speed and Boyette. We need them. We need these 4 stars. Keaton, again, I took some points of him off him. We did have the house, but excuse me, I'm not worried as much about USC in this situation. We're already so much further ahead. Wall, um, again, we just left that. Galipo, I think I did take some points off maybe. Um, Ty McAfee, I think I added about 5. We need him. Boise State is really close. They might overtake us actually in the upcoming weeks. Nevada, I'm not worried about him. I didn't do anything. So we did end up finding Wafisa Putu in the last episode, but we didn't have him fully scouted. So I went ahead and fully scouted him. There was only, he was already 80% uh, with the 95 throw power, the 82 short accuracy, the 80 speed, 89 acceleration, off platform ability, field general, clear headed. He looks really good. Uh, Again, 3-star gem, so technically he's a 4-star. 47 in his position, 52 in the state, and nationally he's almost top 500. We're gaining interest on Boise State. I threw the house at him because at this point we need a quarterback, and we can't get anyone mediocre at this point. I also found Brenton Duke 3-star. He's not in our pipeline at all, really. Fort Worth, Texas, 1. Um, he doesn't quite have the power, the throwing power that Patu has. But look at this 90 speed, 91 acceleration. And he also has 80 medium accuracy, 81 throw on the run, 80 break sack. So, 74 ball carrier vision. He's going to be able to run the ball. And I almost might value his scrambling ability over Patu. Um, I mean, we don't have any receivers right now that are speed demons, so the throwing power doesn't matter as much, and we can always develop that in the future. He also has Magician, which is an extremely important ability, and he already has Gold Headstrong, and he does have Bronze Field General. Um, he has no offers right now, but Texas, TCU, OCU, OSU, I'm sorry, A&M, Alabama, LSU. I mean, it's tough, but I think two is easier because it's already second on the intent. Um, so that's gonna be a close race. Something to look uh, look into further. So we actually move these guys up the board a little bit. We're gonna keep a Hook on the board just in case he decommits, and we need to pay attention to that. Um, but yeah, as before, the rest of these guys I'm leaving as is. We actually got one commit, Cortez Jammer, right outside linebacker. He wasn't great. Nothing about him stood out besides the 82 acceleration, 79 speed. He's enough speed to keep up. Pursuit could be better, but he's only a 1-star. Not even top 3,000. But we need guys. We need bodies and personnel. So McKinney, we did offer him a scholarship. He does not look good, honestly. But again, we need a quarterback, and we'll take any backups we can get. Um, but that's about it for recruiting for this week. So we're gonna go ahead and advance and see what moves around on the board for us. So Bayet is still number 1, and he's reached his top 3 schools. So brand exposure did go up. Our championship contender did go up off that win. We're third in our conference as of right now. Boyette number one, Wall number one, uh, Lorenzo number one. Still, no one else is even trying to get him. So uh, we might not even have to put points on him. And McAfee is number one, and we're actually gaining a little more influence off that extra boost. So that's something to look forward to. Uh, Cody DeCambra actually player of the week with that pick six that sealed the deal for that game against Fresno State, and we're going against Syracuse. They've got a well-rounded team. Um, it's going to be tough. I don't think we're going to win, but I think we can win. Uh, they're a little better than their overall says, but we do have home field advantage, so we're going to play these moments, hop into this game. And I'm looking forward to see how the quarterback does. I might switch around the depth chart a little bit again. Uh, because our O-line has not been able to hold the opposing defense. Um, I thought they would hold up a little better. You know, they're not the worst. They're not the best. It could be worse. It could be way better type of situation. I thought our run game would be strong this season. It hasn't been the last few weeks. So we're looking to improve on that. And Syracuse is actually winless in their division, in their conference. So first possession here at the moment, 3rd and 14. We're going to try to make a stop here. And they got a star quarterback, of course, McLeod, and the tight end is scaring me. And the running back, actually, we get a sack here. That is huge from Martinson. It is now 4th and 21. The quarterback took a big hit. Hopefully, you know, I don't wish injuries on people, but this is a virtual game. Hopefully, he is banged up from that and took some penalties to his statistics, his attributes rather. And we can't force anything up the middle. It's only 1 yard. Maybe we try to throw here. Allen, you know, we'll do a little crisscross here. And Allen is going to be open here. Can he hold on to the ball? He cannot. So 3rd and 9. And we're just going to try to get something up the field. Thomas, we're going to send you on a wheel. Yeah, we're just going to have to hope for the best here. And we have no time to think. We are instantly pressured. It's 4th and 14th. And we're going to have to punt this ball. Not ideal way to start the game. And that's not a great punt. Maybe we can force a fumble here. We missed the hit stick. Sometimes user strip is just the way to go. It's so much better. And Syracuse put 7 on the board. We managed to score. And our defense needs help. We need to get this stop. They are in the red zone. I think they're going to run it here. They do to the side. We're able to make the tackle to Cambra. First to touch the ball. We're going to try to blitz. Hopefully no one gets burned in man. I actually am going to drop down with Elid. And we get the stop here. Big tackle, 3rd and 7. We're going to run cover 2. We're going to QB contain. We're going to hopefully... No, they're going to run down the dink to the running back. And that's going to be a first down. So they are 1st and goal. And we haven't been doing too well at the goal line. But we haven't been the worst. And we're not just able to get tackles. And that's the main problem with this defense right now is we're not able to get tackles when it matters. So it's 3rd down for us in offense. You know, they're never really giving me good situations to jump into. We just, I think White's going to be open here. Possession catch, and he dives, and he doesn't pull it in. So it's going to be fourth down again, and we're going to have to punt this. Syracuse is up 21 to nothing. I have no idea what just happened. Um, and we're not running the same play. Hopefully, there's Jesus gets open here, and he does. So he gets a little bit, and we're not even able to complete the pass. So I think this might be a situation where we bring in the backup quarterback for the second half because the offense is not moving nearly as well as I would hope it does. Um, and we're just going to try to get out to our best player, and hopefully something happens, and he just drops it. No one is able to hold on to anything. It is not looking good down here in Nevada, Las Vegas. We're going to play a little fake jet sweep, hopefully catch someone off guard here on the defense. I don't think it's going to work, but hey, we got to try at least, right? So we fake it. White cuts back. He's actually able to reel that in, so we have to run in the no-huddle. We have all our timeouts, but we're going to try to save a little bit right here. We get back on the line. Time starts ticking down. We're going to block with Thomas. Hopefully we get enough time here to make a play. And we're going to launch this up to Thompson Jr. He's able to catch that, and that's going to be a touchdown. UNLV, huge play from Thompson Jr., and he has been sneakily making big plays for us when it counts. What a throw, what a catch. And we're going to watch that back here. Corey Thompson Jr., sophomore. He might be the future of this receiving corps. And Syracuse scores again. So after all that, we are still down 2 scores. And we're just going to give it to Thompson Jr. here again. And hopefully he can get us this first down. And he does, and he gets more. And we are now in the 22. First and goal. We're going to run it here. I do not want to turn the ball over. So that's just going to be an easy 6, and hopefully we get the PAT, and it turns into 7. Looks like we got to stop at some point, and then we are back on defense. So I don't like this formation. I'm actually going to go to man, and we have no time to do anything, but we're going to try to intercept that, and we do. That's a perfect time to use the pick. That's Baldwin. And that is huge for the defense coming through. Huge. Fourth quarter, we might actually have a chance to come back and win this against Syracuse. The fans are loving it. The sidelines loving it. The offense, I know, is loving it because they get another chance to put some points on the board. Jonathan Baldwin, senior, strong safety, number 3, making things happen. And that was just beautiful. So we get the ball back here. Red zone alert. First and goal. Actually might pass here. They're not giving me much to work with. I guess we're gonna try some play action. Maybe the Jesus can get open. And we're just gonna launch it up to the Jesus, and he's able to catch that. That's a touchdown. What a beautiful play. And we now have the momentum in this game. The defense can get a huge stop here. This changes everything. And we're just gonna go for the blitz. And I'm going to shade the running back here. And they get a wide open throw to number 19. The tight end is about 90 overall, I believe so, or high 80s. So he is going to be a problem. I'm more so hoping they don't just run it. If they're going to score, I'd rather them score fast so we have a chance. And we're going to get that tackle. It's 2nd and 1. Time is winding down. 2-minute warning coming up here, 19 seconds. Woodward has been great for us lately. So maybe he can get the stop right here. And we jump the line. And that's a tackle for a loss. So the defense is doing what they need to do here. And now we just need to get this to fourth down. And hopefully they punt it. If we can get a tackle for a loss here, I do not like this. We're going to switch. I need a QB contain. And if we're able to break that up, that is big. And it is now 4th and 3. So we're going to be able to return this, actually. And the game is in our hands at this point. DeJesus sitting back, returning. I do not want to return from here, so we're going to try to get a couple yards. And we're able to spin, and we're up the field. And DeJesus making moves, stick work. And he's at the 23. He just made something out of nothing. We might be better off running the ball and hopefully winding the time down a little bit. I think I might flip this play. And we're going to run it, and we're going to get 2 yards. Not enough for anything. Jet touch pass might be the move here. And, you know, time is in our favor, and we're making some moves here with Thompson Jr. The defense not able to make any tackles there. And we might as well hit the defense with new looks. We're going to try a speed option. I know last time I did this, it looked like a complete fool, but I promise I'll make it work this time. And we do, and it is to Thomas. And he's going for the first down. He's kind of hurt, but he gets the first down. He gets out of bounds, so the time stops. We're going to go with halfback wheel. Again, Thompson should be our main target here. And he is able to get separation, and he breaks the tackle, and he's gone. He breaks another tackle, and he's still on his feet. He finally goes down. Number 3 with the tackle, 23. Let's try to run it again. I'm really liking this formation right now. And we are just making nothing happen. Or something happen out of nothing, rather, every time. Now, we're in a situation where we need to get some yards here. Like, we can just kick the field goal and win. So, R1's wide open. That is going to be Thompson Jr. Incredible. So, now the decision is, we can go on the bench here and get a few more yards. I mean, we're not going to kick it from here at all, definitely. So, hopefully, DeJesus is open right here, and he is, and we do not want to get sacked, so we got to just get that up. Halfback screen probably our best option here, and I do like the way this looks right here. It looks like this side of the field is going to be open, and we do get this, and hopefully he gets this block, and he does. We're going to try to spin on them. We break off 2 defenders, and now we're in a situation where it is 3rd and 2, and we are in field goal range, essentially. Now the time winding down, so I think I might try to throw another screen, try to get as many yards as I can, and still let the clock run. So we are able to get the screen off, and Allen is to the races, and he is taken down, but, I mean, we can just kick a field goal here. And I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to bring the special teams out, and they call a timeout, so we're actually just going to run the ball then. I guess we're out of bounds. I didn't even see the time running down on there either. We're going to power this, and so now time's winding down, so now we're going to go for the kick. And that is good. So there's 2 seconds left on the clock here, so there's still time, but what an incredible comeback. Or I'm not sure if it was really a comeback, if you call it that. But, so we're actually going to take over here because I don't trust what might happen here. So we're going to squib kick. And it's to the big guy, and we're just going to secure the tackle. And that's game. So that's huge win against Syracuse. Again, another higher tier opponent. Um, Nothing better than that. So we now move to 3-2, and hopefully some of these commits watched this game and they saw that we have the heart to stay in the game and compete, and also win. No matter our talent level, the coaching has been great. The defense has been phenomenal when it counts. Thomas Jr. had himself a game, so the future is promising. Shanks out there, and they're loving it. The crowd is loving it. We were at home, so winning all these home games is very important for the crowd atmosphere, for the culture. I'm gonna take a look at the stats. Neil again, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. He's just been consistent, and that's what we need. Uh, Tom has had a great first game, and since then he has been non-existent essentially. 3 yards of carry is not what you want to see. O'Neal, like he just gets a first down if he needs it, and then Allen hasn't really been a factor. But the Jesus, 8 receptions for 105 and a touchdown, and Thomas Jr. 7 receptions with 120. And he's a sophomore, so we have him for the next 2 years essentially. Um, and then again, Reggie White, I'm not sure what's been happening with him, but I guess he's just been double teamed. He does have 2 drops, so that's not what you want to see. But at least he is averaging a first down and a half every completion. So the tight end, it is what it is. And then on the defensive side, Jet Elid is just an amazing player. It's unfortunate he's a senior. I would love to have him back next year. 11 total tackles. Sack wise, again, just only half sacks. I'm not really sure why one person isn't getting credited. And then Jonathan Baldwin had an interception, which was huge. So we do need to pressure the quarterback a little bit more, and we could increase interceptions. That's why I want to start looking at DBs next a little more, trying to see if there's any 4 stars or 3 stars I'm going to be able to snag in the upcoming weeks that don't have any offers. And we just gained some more points, 20 points actually. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade some coaching skills. And I did max out quarterback 2 weeks ago. So that's already taken care of, and the increased starting interest from quarterbacks is going to be huge going forward. I did add something to the O-line. I think I am going to give 5 to the O-line just because the bonus. We are looking to recruit a bunch of O-linemen this season. So, and then we're going to go to the DBs, less time to scout, and bonus actions. And then we're going to spend the last 5, I think, on defensive linemen because we are scouting a couple of defensive linemen. So we want to start increasing that. I think our most important position, quarterback, number 2 is the O-line. Number 3, the DBs, and number 4, the D line. So I think that's the order we're going to go with. And then wide receivers, linebackers. I mean, from there, it's just what the team needs. Taking a look at our defensive coordinator, he's an elite recruiter, and the defensive coordinator is a master motivator. Technician is also great to unlock when you can. So we might be looking at that also. But we're going to go to the recruiting. We have 50 hours. It's still unfortunate about Brian Hook, but that's okay. So let's take a look at 2 is number 1 now. Boise State is losing interest, so that's great, and we have our bar maxed out. So we know everything about him, and all we need to do is continue with what we're doing. We're just gonna leave the house. I mean, we might be able to. Well, we can't schedule a visit yet, so we could try to hard sway, but all we have going for us right now is proximity to home, so it might not be worth it. It might be just worth it to keep sitting the house. And Brenton Duke shot up to number 1 on the board. Everyone else is losing interest. He is extremely interested in us, and we are extremely interested in him. So that might be a perfect fit. Bill Wall, I'm not sure if he was number 1 before, but he is now, and by far, uh, we're not going to fully scout him. I don't want to waste the points. Chauncey Keaton, we did move points off of him, but I guess that didn't matter because we're still by far number 1. Uh, you know, Galippo is still number one, move points off of him. McAfee is number one. We might add points here. Um, the run blocking. I mean, it's not amazing, but he's a 3-star right tackle, and he's huge, 6'6", 331. So, we need as much help as we can get. I think I might leave him for now, though. And Nikovic, we can gain ground on this. He does have 92 speed, 92 acceleration, 73 catching. I mean, the catching isn't great, the agility isn't great, but he is fast. The route running isn't amazing, but we need speed. So he might even be the fastest guy on the team starting next season uh, until we see what transfers are available. So I think what I might do here is actually contact his friends and family. And we do know athletic facility is coach stability and proximity to home. Proximity to home seems to be our number one, or playing time. Um, Pat Jolly's still number one. I don't really need to touch him. Ryder, number one. And I do just want to see 81 speed, uh, 81 strength. So, and then Doss again. He's second. I don't really know if we're going to be able to get him. We're just trying to see. Khan, number one. And Luck, actually, all I did was social media, and we actually shot up to number two. So he's a 4-star. So I think what I'm going to do here is take 5 points from him. I think I'm going to give up on Doss. We already know his playing style, and we already know he likes proximity to home, so we can use that to our advantage. It would be nice to know a little bit more, but I'm more concerned about the center, the 4-star. So we're going to take some points from there, and then Um, Jolly, we're actually going to take some points. We already know what his needs are. And then we actually have 50 now. So I think what I'm going to do here is send the house, only because he is a 4-star. The more recruits you get, the better you do, the more recruits want to come in the future. He's not the most outstanding looking player, but he does have second level, which is nice because I want to run the ball, scramble with the QB, and he has good enough acceleration, good enough awareness for a freshman if we do start him or play him at all. And he's got the pass blocking and run blocking is pretty equal. He looks overall just really well rounded, so we're going to send a house on him. And that pretty much wraps up this week's recruiting. And we're just going to move these guys up the board. Like Con. So that's what it's looking like right now. If we're able to get, 1, 2, 3, 4-stars, that would be amazing. And then, the rest of these 3-stars would be awesome. Either one of these 3-star quarterbacks would be great. If we can get them both, it's amazing. But I think I'm actually more interested in Brenton Duke. And like I said, because of the speed, and we have no help with receivers, so he might have to do a little bit more himself with his legs. And we're going to advance the week. And we are now in week 6. So we're moving along here. And we got to commit, actually, right tackle, Markel Boyette, the 4-star. So that is amazing. And he said, yeah, I am going to UNLV. I'm going to go play in front of those fans, 60,000 capacity. He made the right choice. Championship contender went up. Brand exposure went up. That was a big win for us against Syracuse, apparently. Trevino is in third still. I remember before I said the same thing. I have no idea who he is. I don't even remember giving him a scholarship. Batu is still first. And we're actually getting a lot of influence over Boise State. Doss is in second. It seems like we gained ground on San Jose State, which is interesting because we took the points off. So I wonder what would have happened if we left it. McKinney is now third, and that would be an easy race to win if I fully committed to McKinney, but he is not someone that I'm looking to start at all. And then Brenton Duke, it looks like we're just going to get this commit right now. So it might be a situation where I take points off of Patu, and we have Antonio Doyle Jr. here, who's player of the week for defense. 6 tackles and 4 tackles for loss. So he came up huge in that game. And we're playing Utah State, who are 0-5. So I don't want to say it's going to be an easy game, but this might be an easy one. So I think we're just going to jump into it right away. And we're literally the same, 79 offense, 81 defense. It should be interesting. I'm not underestimating them at all, but I'm also not worried. So there's that. And as well as the offense has been playing, and the defense as well, can't count them out. I think we have a chance in any game we play, except against ranked opponents. We just don't have the athletes to compete with the ranked opponents at all yet. That'll probably be about season 3. We probably will, maybe season 2. But we're losing so many seniors. I don't expect us to be better next year per se. Probably around the same, as long as people upgrade fairly enough. And we're now in the red zone. First possession against Utah State here, Maverick Stadium, and we are first and goal. So, you know, we're gonna look to go for White, and we just have no time. No one is open enough for me to risk throwing it like that. It's unfortunate because we lost quite a few yards there. I'm gonna try to run it and get a little more of those yards back. I don't want to turn it over. That's my main thing with this rebuild is I want to limit as many turnovers as I can because we're just going to be going up against better competition and it's impossible to win. The more you turn the ball over, the more points you give them for free. And White might be open here if we can patient enough, and he's just going to catch that, and he's fast, so he's going to run that into the end zone. That's 6 early on the board here against Utah State. The Aggies aren't looking so hot, and we need a stop on third down for the defense, and I believe we're going to get it. And we're going to just go all in on showing this blitz, and I wish I was there with E little more, and he's gonna break a tackle there, and he's just gonna damn near fall into the end zone. They're on first and goal, and that was a terrible moment for us. Defense could look way better. Here comes a run for sure, and Woodward tries his best, but he's not able to make the tackle, and the running back runs it in for a 6. So they answer fairly quickly, and we fairly quickly answer back. We are in the red zone again here. I'm going to be looking for Allen. I think he's going to get some space here. And he gets. That actually turns into an interception. Allen falls down on the diving catch, and he's able to shed a tackle. This might be a pick 6 here. This is not good. O'Neal's not able to catch up in the foot race. Allen is running behind him, but he is not going to get there in time. And that is a touchdown. Jordan Vincent, pick 6, 84 yards, back to the house the other way. And that is not what we want to see. So we are back in the red zone on 1st and 10. We do not want to repeat. And exactly what I was saying. And off the edge, number 10, Jaden Francois could not be stopped. And this is why I'm so happy about the 4-star commit, right? Even though he's right tackle, you know, we might be moving people around the line. But, and this, Allen, he just runs around everyone for 6. That might have been the easiest points of his life. I have no idea what the defense was doing there. And we get the ball back, so... and by the way, I would normally pick each and every play myself, but I'm trying to go with the coaching suggestions, making it a little more realistic. If I just picked every player, it'd be super cheesy. And White's able to bring that in for 5. We have a minute left going into the half. We're going to throw a halfback screen here. They're all in the box. And we just got to be patient enough and dig it down. And tried to bait him into that block. It didn't work. Able to get a couple off of it though, and I think we just get to Jesus on this cross, on this drag, and just patient enough where he has enough time, and we're gonna try to juke into the end zone, and we do. So we get more points. And I know they are winless, but it's always good to get scores. It always feels good. And we are up 21-14 now in the 3rd quarter. And I'm gonna use their ELIT because CP Woodward is a absolute dominant force against the run, and he almost gets there, but he doesn't. And we're not able to make the stop. So, oh, maybe we did. It's 4th and 1. So we're gonna pinch the line. We're gonna send everyone in, and they're gonna run the ball for sure. And they're gonna run to the outside, and we're gonna make the stop. It's a fumble, and we're not able to recover. But now it is about 4th and 7 for the Aggies, and we score. So again, we're back on defense. It's fourth quarter, and it's 4th and 1. So we're going all in again on this pressure, and they're gonna run to the outside again, and we're there with Elid, and we're gonna stop that. We seem to just do that. So not sure what the offensive coordinator was thinking there for the Aggies, but easy stop for us. So we might actually just run the ball here. Actually, I don't like the look of this run. We're actually going to try to get the ball to Jesus here. I think I sent Allen on a streak. He's just in a weird position right there. I don't know what. And yes, the Jesus is open, and we're actually cut back. And oof, we almost went back enough to go back up and gain more yards, but we didn't. So it's still a first down. And we're gonna try an RB sweep. I'm just gonna flip the play. Um, 30 inches. We should have this. Wow, burst of speed from Thomas, and he gets the first. So I think we hit him with a zone fake jet. And let Thomas run the ball. And we're getting some blocks here. And Thomas, he gets 8. And we're getting some really good blocks this game. I was talking about the O-line, but they seem to have responded to the criticism. And the quarterback O'Neal might have to take them out to dinner starting next week. If we can run this in, and we're just going to power our way into the end zone with DeJesus. He is just so good for us these last couple of weeks on the ground and in the air. And so Utah State has 21 now, and we're winding down in the fourth. We're going to hit him with some play action, and we're going to throw this ball to X, and we're actually going to throw an interception, trying to make it to Thomas Jr., and they almost bring that back. So, again, another turnover unnecessarily did not need to happen. We did not need to throw in that situation. Did not need to force the pass, even if we are throwing. It wasn't good. So it's 4th and 1 again. They're obviously passing, so we're going to have to try to pick the zone up right here for them. And it doesn't work. So I'm not worried about them winning. They do score. We actually do need to get a first down here, so we're going to try our best, and hopefully we don't, because their star safety said not today. So, you know, I'm just going to do a jet touch pass and give it to Thompson Jr. And hopefully, I mean, I guess I should have kept going left. Sometimes it's so hard to tell, like, are they going to get the block off in time? Are they going to engage? And sometimes they just don't. I'm actually going to pass it. And we need to advance the ball. We can't give them time. I don't want to punt from here because, you know, our special teams isn't the greatest. And square might be open here, and that's White. And he's going to cut back the other way. He's going to break a tackle. He's going to take a big hit, though. That's a timeout from the Aggies. But we get the first down, 20 yards about. That's why sometimes you just got to get it in the hands of your best player. And we're just going to run the ball. And I don't know what 74. You know, we might adjust these sliders slightly to our own liking, but I mean, so far, I like them. They seem fine. There hasn't been as many gimmicks as I've noticed playing on my own time. And again, we're just going to take the QB kneel. They're out of timeouts. We need every win we can get. Uh, they're winless. There's no reason to force a turnover here. No need to showboat. So we're just gonna take a kneel, and I guess I should have waited. I thought that was the time. So that is not great, but we are in amazing punting position, even with the wind against us. And then we're just gonna wait for as much as we can. We do not want to give them any time for a miracle. And we're gonna let that fly, and it could have been better. It's only on the 17, but uh, 13 seconds left in the game. They're obviously gonna pass. We're gonna shade outside. We don't have time to shade outside, but that's okay. We're gonna stay running with him and try, and we're gonna just try to intercept that. It's way out of bounds anyway. We're gonna send three-man deep. QB contain. We're gonna back everyone up. We're gonna shade over top. This is probably gonna be the last play of the game. We're just gonna send Woodward out there. Um, yeah, not really sure what this AI logic is right here, but that is the end of the game. I don't know what just happened, what I just witnessed, but we'll take that victory over Utah State and add another win to the column. And that's three in a row. And Jacob to Jesus, 11 catches, 168 for 3 touchdowns. An amazing performance. And again, O'Neal, 4 touchdowns, those 2 interceptions really killed us, but the running game has not been good, but the Jesus has been amazing. And White finally had himself a game. And the defense held their own. Again, half sack, half sack, half sack. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but we'll figure it out. But that's going to be the end of episode 4. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in 5.